So here's a bit of basic banjo, sort of beginner approach into improve the sort of places we can go, but we can do a lot more songs along the way, learn tunes, learn music, learn about tab, and learn about chord block diagrams. So plenty to have a go at. The first thing you get with a banjo is a G chord, straight off G major. Makes life much easier. Second chord you can have a go at would be just one finger, C chord on the 5th fret, and then move it up to the 7th fret, you get a D chord, and then you've got a family of chords you can do a song with. Or even start dueling banjos with. So I'm just doing a bit of strumming with one finger. Banjo's not a strumming instrument, it's a picking instrument. So various sorts of picking methods available, but the brush is part of the picking sort of structure of playing a banjo. So initially we can get a song going using the open chord, the bar chords, just so this hand can start working first. Learn one hand at once, then we don't lose the plot. So one place you can start, and there's a Wise book which is quite good value, which I've seen for beginner banjo, starts with something called the boom chicka, which is a sort of rhythmic thing. There is an example of this. Pete Seeger does it on the YouTube. I think it's a black and white one, or it was a black and white filming anyway, of Wooden Heart, which was I think Elvis Presley did it amongst others. So you go boom with the first finger, strum down with another finger, middle or index, and then so boom chicka is the way that they describe it. There's other ways I guess of doing it, but you get the rhythm, it gives you a start of becoming a song. So just to mention, I'm using no finger picks or thumb picks. If I was gigging, I'd use a thumb pick and finger picks. I mean, a thumb pick and just fingers is quite loud. Most pros probably will use possibly a plastic thumb pick cut down with a knife to shape it, and metal finger picks bent around your fingers. But we want to learn not too many things at once, so we can get a basically good sound just using our fingers. Also, many players would have one finger on their head or two fingers on their head. Because of I play classical guitar and lots of other instruments, my wrist's quite strong. I feel restricted by that, so you play it how you like to a certain extent, as long as it sounds good, doesn't matter. So there's a boom chicka. Maybe once you got that going, we can start fingering chords. So we could use a different C. There's lots of different shapes of the same chord around, which is equivalent to your 5th fret bar. And then maybe a D chord, two fingers, a basic D chord, and then back to the G. And that makes a chord family, a 1, 4 and 5 in the Nashville numbering system, which actually is equivalent to the classical approach to what you might call chord structures, but I'm not going to go into that. We'll stick with 1, 4 and 5. So 1 is a root, the key of the music. So what we want to be able to do is learn this hand, get that under control first without looking at either hand. You need to be able to look at the music or look at your friends, or just gaze into the sunshine. It's still quite sunny out there today. So if you can give a boom chicka, another one to have a look at is claw hammer, which is the claw is something to do with basically claw shape with this hand, and often approach is to use all down. So down on the first note with the first finger on the first string, and then a brush and the thumb on the drone or thumb string. I've got slightly sore finger due to some gardening damage, so that didn't help. So you can also use claw hammer or boom chicka for making the tune. So a song like, for example, Boil Them Cabbages Down. Is that note there? So you can mix up the tune with the chords. You could do a claw hammer. So there's that many different ways of playing a banjo. You tend to specialise on the selection. A lot of people would use, well actually if you want to go down the Bill Monroe or Earl Scruggs, he was the banjo player actually with Bill Monroe's bluegrass band, you would be doing rolls, forward rolls, backward rolls. So that's a sort of chord approach. You can learn to play tunes in amongst the chords, so the banjo can do the lead and the accompaniment. You can do rolls, lots of different sorts of rolls. Then you can bring ornaments in, hammer-ons, pull-offs, sliding. So hammer-ons, slides, pull-offs, that's a selection anyway, there's probably more. So that's a little opening intro to banjo, 5-string banjo playing. Can do country, bluegrass, Irish songs, work a treat. Luke Kelly of the Dublin has used the 5-string banjo prolifically when he was playing. And also Mumford and Sons used, I've had pupils doing Mumford and Sons stuff where they tend to be playing up the neck quite a lot. Yeah, that's a selection of things you can do. Anyway, if you want to, if you're interested in online lessons or of some sort, or email me rsfiddinger@gmail.com or my website richardsmusicservices.com, or I have a Facebook page, Richard's Links Music Teaching. Somewhere around there you should be able to find me, or message me on here, and I will put some more updates onto my YouTube channel. Hope to hear from you.